we're going live in like 5 seconds.
All right.
Oh man, all right, man. We are live, man. You know, I got the red glasses on. You know, it's mucho caliente. We're going live in like 5 seconds. Oh, let me en fuego. And bro, we're sitting down with none other than non-fungible, wonderful in the building, pineapple gang.
Pineapple gang.
Yo, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling wonderful, man. Yo, I'm glad to be here, man. It's another wonderful day. You know, a lot is happening right now with Veve and Omi. And I feel like it's a very exciting time based on everything that we're seeing, man. So I'm just feeling wonderful. I'm feeling blessed, and I'm happy to be here, man.
Yo, how did you spend your holidays, man?
Yo, the holidays was lit. You know, Christmas, I was with the family. Thanksgiving, I went and saw the family too. And Christmas was great, man. You know, I got this new camera. You know, I shot some music videos, and we had put out Omi Millionaire on, you know, Christmas Eve. So the holidays was lit. New Year's, I was actually mad sick in the crib, but I was happy that I was sick because, you know, now I'm getting my health back and I'm feeling stronger than ever, man. So it's a great new year.
Yo, I know we tried to link up a few weeks ago and you were sick, man.
Yeah, I was sick. The whole fam was sick, man. It was like I just had a crazy headache. All of a sudden, man, I was just in the bed. I was like, yeah, I gotta chill.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
I just had the same thing, man. I had like these crazy migraines and I felt like I had no energy, man. I just wanted to sleep, bro. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's like the body aches and stuff. Like,
yeah, I had a
but
fever
now,
for a couple days.
yeah, the fever, yeah. We probably had the same thing, yo.
Yep. So how you doing now, though?
Yeah, now I'm feeling good. A little stuffy here and there, but you know, everything is good, man. I feel good. I'm about to start finishing up this album, man. The album is crazy. Like,
oh boy,
the album is crazy, yo.
Man, so let me dig in there real quick, man.
Yeah,
so how long have you been putting this together? You know, what drew the inspiration? What made you be like, yo, I need to put this together, man?
So it's crazy because, you know, I've been working on music for a while. I've been doing like different albums, and I was just making song after song when it came to Veve. I made like over like 8-9 songs on YouTube. And, you know, one of my homies who I made like one of my iconic songs, Gilligan's Island, with Arco Snow, he sent me a whole beat pack. And literally when he sent me all of these beats, I made song after song. Like, I was making 2 songs every single day for like a week or 2 weeks. And I made 20 songs in like 2 weeks. And now like the album has over 25 songs right now. And I was just making them back to back. Then after I made them, I just started mixing them. So I started mixing every song. And I just been getting everything ready. You feel me? I'm waiting for the right time because, to be honest, man, in this album, I'm talking about everything. And it's crazy because things that I'm talking about in the album, it's even hitting stronger because certain things are happening in the world that really even make the album lyrics like just next level. Like, it relates to the whole NFT crypto culture.
Right. Love it. Hey, did we get these? We get the links out?
Yeah, I got the links out. I sent it to you guys.
I see it.
I'm about to promote.
I tagged you guys, so you should be able to.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me pin this so everybody in the live chat. If for whatever reason you're already not subbed to Non-Fungible Wonderfull, I've got a link to his YouTube channel pinned in the live chat. It'll be there for the duration of the interview. Heck yeah. Look, we may know him as the YouTube personality, Ecomi, Veve, rapper, all of that. But yo, who is he for real? Like, as a person, we're going to get like history involved, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Okay, so did we get the retweets out and all that good stuff?
Got it. Good to go.
Man, you guys are fast, man. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, you know what? I really like to just start off with a question that just kind of lays down the foundation for where we're gonna go, and it is, where were your parents born?
All right, so when it comes to my parents, they were both born in Newark, New Jersey, and I was also born in Newark, New Jersey as well. And
Great.
anybody from Newark or anybody from Jersey knows that Newark is literally one of those places that legends are made, yo.
Right.
Like
Yo,
legends are made from Newark, man. Like the heart of New Jersey, man.
yo, for real. And that's where you still stay at in that.
Nice. Well, so my parents, they both were born in Newark, and my dad, he actually lived in West Virginia for a while too. Then he came back to Newark, and my mom, she always stayed in Newark, and she went to Arts High, and my mom's a writer. Like my parents are great people, man. When it comes to my parents, they really raised me right. They always gave me opportunity. They always supported me, and they always just kept it real, and they always still do to this day. And I really appreciate them every single day, yo. Like having
That's
strong
dope.
parents is key in your life, and that's why I'm home with my daughter and my fiance. Like we have a good family household, and I see how important it is. I couldn't do none of this without my family, without my parents, man.
Right.
Wow, that's deep, man, for sure, man. Uh, it takes a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Making content,
It
doing all of
do.
this is hard, and without the support of your family, you know what I'm saying, is near impossible.
Yeah, it's
Right.
near impossible, man. And it's like, even small acts of kindness from the family, anything matters. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like the Ecomi fam also is like my family too. You feel me? Like over these last couple months, the Ecomi fam literally is just great vibes. Everybody's cool. Everybody's always supporting each other. Everybody's want to see each other do good. It's like good energy. You know what I mean? And I already know, sometimes things change and energy change, but the original people that's here, I feel like we was all here for a reason. I feel like, one of the things I was thinking early on to myself was like, yeah, I feel like this is one of those things that all the good people are getting rewarded right now. Like
Mm.
everybody who's good, blessings are coming to them.
All
You know
the
what I
we
mean?
all the last guys. I'm the last guy that finishes last. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm always
yeah,
that dude, man. So it's like I deserve to be first for once, man. Come on.
yeah. We all do, yo. We all do. It's like, yo, we are, just people that just want to make it and do good. And we all got this opportunity to change our lives and help other people now.
What you mentioned about family looking out and helping you out, and acts of kindness. I'm assuming you're talking about your fiance and parents and whatnot. What is, I'm just curious, man, like what is just something, anything that you're willing to share with us, something that they said, we're gonna bless you with this, whatever.
Yeah, so I would say, one of the biggest things I would say about my parents is, besides material things, because my parents always made sure I had certain things. Like if I wanted something really bad, they would get it for me. And it's like it wasn't like we ever really struggled or anything, but it was four of us. So it was like me, my two brothers, my little sister, and then my cousin was living with us too. And we have other family and stuff. So my parents, they always wanted to make sure that, if I had an interest, they would help. And I would say they also really didn't judge certain things. You know what I mean? Or if they did, they would never really say anything. They would just kind of just be like, all right, do your thing. And if you need some help, I can help you. So I would say, first, that mental is key. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have the mental, you don't have anything else. Because you could give somebody all this material stuff and it could, charge you up to do certain things. But if the mental is not there, then you're not able to really take action on it the right way. You know what I mean? So I would say first, them both always pursuing certain things, trying to help the world. My dad, he's a reverend too. So he preaches and he teaches a lot. And he also worked in jail. So he was able to preach to people and help change them. My mom, she always writing. She always makes sure that she using her brain as much as she can in terms of her field. And when it comes to her, she is somebody that is very strong and also has been an entrepreneur for a while and put me in a lot of positions that I was able to do certain things too. So it's like with my parents, they really are the foundation for my life. And, you know, I want to do the same thing for my family. And that's why I stumbled upon Veve too, because, you know, certain things were happening where I was just like, yo, I need to be a solid foundation in my family life. Like now that I'm a dad, now that I'm a husband, I got to do certain things.
Yeah, man. For sure, man. By the way, the chat, everybody's, you know,
Yo,
love right now.
Yo, what's good, chat?
Yo, everybody in the chat, you know, everybody's excited for you being here. I just want to say thank you also. By the way, this is going to be an open forum. If you have a question you want us to ask ahead, throw it up in there. And link, if for whatever reason you're not subbed to Non-Fungible Wonderfull, the link to his YouTube channel is pinned. So the next question is, what kind of toys did you play with growing up?
Yeah, so when I was a kid, you know, I always used to have like Legos, Bionicles. I would have like you know, Elmo and stuff. Like I would have like certain toys, but I feel like, you know, I always like Legos a lot. You know what I mean? Just building different things, and like we'll be building these little houses. Like we'll be building with the Legos all the time. Yo, it was crazy. And making our games, making little games with them. Like
So you were big into Legos.
yeah.
What was the craziest Lego that you made? Like I know I hear people talk about like some crazy ones that they've made.
Yeah, we never made nothing too crazy. We never made anything too crazy. Like we were just making like little houses and stuff. But I would say the craziest thing that we did was we put our little hamster in the little house we made, and he was running around. That was the first time we heard him like yelling and stuff. We was like, yo, the hamster be making a noise.
Stop playing. So he was
Yeah.
verbally making like whatever, making noises.
Yeah, we was all right. Let's get him out of these Legos, man. Like it's OD.
Yo, Strange. Have you ever heard of a hamster just busting out, you know, yelling?
Yo,
Wow.
the first time we ever heard the hamster do that, his name was Ralph, man. It was crazy,
Ralph.
yo.
Was it like he's happy or like nervous?
Yeah, I think he was just nervous.
He was
But
nervous.
Yeah, but it was like, but Ralph was smart, man. Ralph was a smart hamster. Like he would just like get out the cage and be running around the house and stuff. Like he was dope, man. He was dope.
I mean, that must have been an experience for him for sure, man.
Yeah.
All right, so what about cartoons, man?
Yo, cartoons. I used to always watch a lot of cartoons. I would say, you know, you see the Pineapple SpongeBob was one of them shows I used to always watch. I used to watch Invader Zim. I used to watch like a whole bunch of little shows on like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Ben 10. You know, my parents, they didn't really want me watching like Dragon Ball Z and stuff, but me and my cousins used to watch it, and I used to play the Dragon Ball Z games a lot too. So I would say, yeah, like SpongeBob, I used to watch a lot. And I just always like that Bikini Bottom type vibe, like the tropical vibe. Like that's like the vibe that I always like.
Bro, hell yeah, man. I live down in Miami. I live in Florida still.
Word.
So yo, I grew up in New York. I love it. Strange is still in New York, you know, but I love Florida.
Yeah, New York is lit, but yeah, it's like Florida weather and it's like chill out there, and I mean they be like chilling. Like
So I gotta know, what were your favorite movies when you were growing up?
favorite movies, you know, we used to watch a lot of VHS movies.
Right.
So like some of my favorite movies was like Cool Runnings, or like it was like Santa Claus 1, Santa Claus 2. I'll watch I would say The Incredibles. That was a show I used to like. And we used to watch a lot of Disney too. We used to watch a lot of Disney, Attack of the Power Juju, or that was a game. Lilo and Stitch. Like we watched a lot of like, you know, Nickelodeon shows and Disney shows.
Right.
So
That's what's up, man. Well, you mentioned games. Were you into video games?
yeah, I used to play a lot of like GameCube, Game Boy Advance. Like it's crazy because the other day, you know, my brother, he big into games. He big into like Naruto, Pokemon, but he was had this Game Boy simulator where he was able to like play it on his iPhone. And he was like, "Oh, bro, they had this game that you used to be playing all the time, Metabots." Now I played it and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy!" Like it was nostalgic, like next level. Because I'm like, with Metabots, that was like a low key game that a lot of people didn't know about. So it's like I used to play Game Boy Advance a lot, Donkey Kong, Mario. I used to play on like the DS. Like when I had the DS, I was playing that OD. I'll be playing like Super Monkey Ball, racing
That's a big
games, Burnout, Halo. That was Halo, one of my favorite games.
wow,
And I
burnout.
remember like I was in middle school and I had hacked Halo and I was putting these mods in, and then like I was getting it to everybody's computer and we was playing multiplayer in middle school because my school was lit. So I used to live in Newark. Then we moved to Irvington. Then from Irvington, we moved to Springfield. And Springfield was like more of like a suburb town. And we were able to bring laptops home. So we were able to have like this technology early on where that's how I learned how to do graphic design. That's how I learned how to do mixing. That's how I learned how to do music and games. So like I'll be gaming on there. That was like one of my favorite computer games. So yeah, I used to play like a lot of different games. Minecraft was one of my favorite games. I used to play that for hours when I was a kid, just building stuff. Like I never built nothing too crazy, but I just like the experience of just like roaming around, making stuff. You feel me? Club Penguin, Neopets. Those are games I used to play online. Like I used to play a lot of different games, yo.
Okay. And how about your favorite shows from
Favorite shows?
any
Um,
sitcoms, anything like that?
yeah. When it comes to like sitcoms and stuff, like one of the shows I do like is like The Office. I like, or I'm trying to think of some other shows that I used to watch. Like I can run down some like Netflix shows. Like I used to watch Breaking Bad. That was one of my favorite shows. I feel like just they had the vibe right on that show where it was like everything kind of fit right and it was like very entertaining. Or
That was a great show.
yeah, that
Breaking
show was
Bad.
crazy. Like that was
That
like,
was
yeah, like
hell
once I
yeah.
saw that show, I was like, it's hard for me to watch other shows because this show was crazy. Like, this show was too lit. But I feel like Ozark, they was
Mm,
really trying to make some Breaking Bad type like show.
right, right.
Like Ozark was wild, but it was like a little too wild though. But yeah, when it comes to shows, like, I don't really watch too many shows. But when I was a kid, I used to watch like Drake and Josh. I used to watch like Zoe 101, those type of shows where it was just like homies chilling and stuff. Like Keenan and Kel, I used to watch. Like all the 90s shows, I used to watch all of those. Like
in
Angry
the
Beavers.
Martin, see in the chat, CS Pill 99 talking about Martin, brother man from the fifth.
Martin.
Oh, yo,
Yeah.
that
Martin.
was good.
Yeah, Martin was lit, yo. Martin, Fresh Prince, like, yo, all of those shows, man.
That
It
was
was
good.
crazy because I haven't been thinking about some of this stuff in so long, yo. Like,
Yo, I
crazy
know,
thinking
man.
back, yo.
I know it's bugged out, man. So, all right. So, growing up and whatnot, you touched on it. What was like the first thing that you scooped up like that was a collectible, whether you knew it or not? Like, was it a sports card, basketball, baseball, football? I don't know, or a toy, a collectible? I don't know.
Yo, it's funny because I was never really a collector at all like that.
What?
I was never really a collector, yo.
Wow.
Like I was always, it's funny because even my mom, like, she'll be like, oh, like you do all this art stuff, you do all this graphic design, but you don't be putting stuff in your room and you don't be doing stuff. I'm just like, I don't know why I never did. I just felt like maybe it was just too much stuff. Like,
Mm,
but I feel like if it does come to collecting, I like collecting like technology. So
right.
like I might have like a couple PSPs and like all of these wires and stuff. Like, I mean, or like I'll have like 5 MacBooks. I have like Mac Mini, then this Mac, then this Mac, then this Mac. Or I don't know. I just like collecting technology and different stuff I could use because you can always like merge certain things together. Like when it comes to like what I do, everything is like online where I'm doing the music, then I'm doing the YouTube and trying to stream and stuff. It's like so many different technologies that you could just combine together. So I like
So there was
collecting tech.
so there was nothing like back in the days that maybe a toy or something that you threw away and now you look back and you're like, dang, man, I wish I still had that.
Yeah, I would say maybe Beyblades because I remember I didn't have a whole bunch of Beyblades, but Beyblades was one of those things that if I did see myself being a collector, that's probably one of those things that I would collect because I still remember when I went to the store with my grandmother, we got this Beyblade, we opened it up, and it was like we were just playing with that every day, like, oh, let it rip, let it rip. We in the arena, we got the battle arena, like me and my brothers versing each other. I feel like Beyblades was lit, but
Wow.
then it was like they started releasing these like modded Beyblades. So then it's like you got the weighted rings on it and stuff, and it was like ripping up my old Beyblades. I'm like, bro, like my stuff snapping in half now. So like when my Beyblade started breaking, I was just like, I'm done with this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, yo, but yo, Vivi need to drop that, yo.
Yo,
Beyblades,
yo, I
that'd be
thought that was
crazy.
gonna blow up more than it did too.
Yo,
You know,
it still got potential, man. It still got potential.
man.
Yo, for
Yeah.
real.
My question is, if you could be any superhero, which one would you be?
If I could be any superhero, I used to always want to be Green Lantern, yo. I feel like Green Lantern was always tough to me, where he could like create little things with his mind and stuff. Like he could create whatever he want. And it's even like when I was a kid, I remember I wrote like a whole comic. I used to write comic books actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I made these comic books in my class and I made multiple. But the thing is, I gave them all into my school. So I never was able to like read them again. But I used to make all these comic books. And I had this one character called Think Boy, and he would just be thinking of whatever he wanted. And then, yo, I had wrote this whole book about like I guess I wrote this book about the metaverse when I was a kid because it was called like Level 1 or something. And then it was like this dude. It was like a video game world where this guy was in. So like I used to write, superhero stuff like that back in the day. But I always like think like a think or a mind type of person where it's like they're able to make a sword or some type of like, anything. Cause I like to just create stuff. So
That's funny, man. My dad's favorite DC character is Green Lantern, and he always is telling me, man, because to keep it real, I never read Green Lantern, and
yeah.
he's always like, yo, what's wrong with you, boy? You need to read Green Lantern.
Word. Yeah, I didn't even read Green Lantern. I just was like, yo, he tough.
Right.
Like I gotta read him though. Like I want to see like more about Green Lantern.
Yo,
You
for
ever
sure.
watch any of the movies?
Nah, I think no, actually I did see, the Green Lantern movie. Yo, they did a great job with it with the elders and everything. Like, yo, that movie was tough, yo. And I feel like that was kind of like, how I really imagined Green Lantern really being outer space and kind of like on another level because based on the way I'm seeing the world going now, I really feel like a lot of this sci-fi is about to become realistic, man. So it's exciting to see stuff like that.
Yo, for real, absolutely, I completely agree with you. Speaking of that, what are your take on metaverse, Viviverse? Where we going with that?
Yeah, so when it comes to the metaverse, this is something that has been around for a while. When I'm talking about a lot of these online experiences that I used to be on in like fourth grade, third grade, being on Neopets and being on Club Penguin, I feel like that was, the metaverse to a certain extent where, you were able to just experience these different realms. And I feel like, it has been evolving, but the fact that we have digital ownership now with NFTs, that is the final key. besides the hardware technology. When it comes to the base foundation for the metaverse, I think that NFTs are it. So, you know, when it comes to the Veveverse and when it comes to everything that I believe that Ecomi is working on, I think that they are going to be the hub for the metaverse. You know, I think that Facebook is also trying to become that same hub, but I think that Veve and Ecomi could be where you start off in the metaverse, where this is like the entry point to you know, the more mainstream metaverse, because at the same time, I think there's gonna be multiple metaverses, but when it comes to what Veve and Ecomi are creating, this is something worldwide for young and old, you know, and in that type of metaverse, you need that type of metaverse in the world that we're going into, because there's a lot of, you know, danger out there with the metaverse. And I also, you know, understand that while this is some great technology, you know, with the good, there is the bad. So we have to just be mindful of what we truly want from these companies, and, you know, really keep that in the forefront so that we can build up a world that is good for our kids, you know?
Right.
Yeah, man. So I have to ask, man, because, you know, obviously I know we rock hard with Veve. What is your most valuable piece on Veve?
Most valuable piece, man. You already know it's that secret rare Spider-Man, mint number 129. And I got it on my daughter's birthday.
Wow.
So that was, and it's crazy because Spider-Man was one of my favorite characters growing up. And Spider-Man movies used to always come out on my birthday, June 30th. So for, you know, the Spider-Man to release on my daughter's birthday and me to get that mint, and it was a big glitch that day too, where the mint numbers got messed up too. So it was like, I mean, I was just like grateful. Like, yeah, people was getting tight, yo. People was getting tight.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's how it is in Veve. Like, that's why like Veve has its ups and downs, but, you know, it's fun. Like, that's why David Yu was like, yo, just have fun with this, because yo, we gonna be stressing about things, and we be like, yo, remember we was stressing about that, bro, yo, because the end of this month, I'm trying to tell people certain things are happening. No, this is only the beginning of where Omi's going. You know, it don't have to happen overnight. It don't have to be nothing crazy, but, you know, we see that everything that we've been investing into for these last couple months, everything's looking good, you know.
So would you say you have like an emotional tie to
Yeah, I do. But at the same time, it's like, you know, if like whatever happens, happens. Like, I don't want to sell it or anything, but, you know, if I ever need to or something, you know, I probably would. But I don't even think I'm gonna need to. So like, I just like having that for the rarity and for like what it means. It's like, and it's a foundation.
So what was, I'm curious now, what was the very first collectible you scooped up on Veve?
Yeah. So on March 3rd, I scooped up the Becky Cloonan. So when I scooped that up, like, I saw the Batmans in the market, I was like, yo, Becky Cloonan tough. Like, I was like, yeah, this one, like, he had the whole, like, the cape was tough. Like, I never really saw too many of the other ones. Like, you know, I saw that, because the thing is, I downloaded the app. You know, I saw a couple things on there. Then I went back and I started seeing sold out. I was like, wait, hold on. Let me cop 2 of these real quick. And I was trying to get the Cartoon Network set. I was trying to get Mojo Jojo, but it was like, oh, it's only available in this country. So I'm like, bro, that's what I need. But
people don't even understand that's how it was, and that wasn't even that long ago. But
yeah, it was like, yeah, you see a couple things. I'm seeing things left. I'm like, all right, let me get this one. Let me get this one.
You just reminded me of a video you made a while ago, and you have your girl in the background. You're like super hype. You're like, yo, I just got I don't remember what it was.
I was like, I just got the Scotty Young rare art.
Oh man, I love it. And you know, that little extra flavor, that home feel that you put when you have, you know, like I think it was even today, when she was bouncing or something like that. You were
Right.
making a
Give her a kiss
video.
goodbye, like, yo,
Yeah.
Yeah,
have a good
yeah,
day at
yeah.
work.
You
Yeah,
know,
she gonna work.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, cause you know, one of the things is it's like, you know, we real people, you know what I mean? We just
Right.
all try to do our thing. And one of the things I know is, you know, I've been through this music and doing this for years because, you know, when I was doing music at first, you know, I'm thinking like, I know I'm tough. I'm like, yo, I'm the best artist. Like, I always was trying to really like, you know, keep a positive mindset. And the people around me always help me keep a positive mindset. Like my brothers, you know, my brothers are a big influence on my life too, where it's like they have helped me grow so much just in mindset and talent. So, you know, when it comes to you know, everything I've been doing, I just feel like you know, there's just a lot going on. So I need to refresh on that question real quick.
You know what, real quick though, you know what, in the chat, CS Pill 99 is talking. By the way, even before the question, Brandon Wu says Walt is at $26,000.
Whoa.
Brandon Wu is talking about Walt, the Walt Disney
Walt.
statue. Yeah, is
Yo,
at
Walt.
20. Like what?
I got a bad Walt story though. I got a bad Walt story.
Let's go with that. Let's go with it.
The day of the Walt, man. I got the gym, or I got my account. I'm like, should I put gems for the Walt? You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that's about to go for this. Let me just, if I get it, I'm gonna put the gems in. Get the drop, boom. I get Walt, right? I'm like, oh, I got him.
Stop playing. Stop.
I'm trying to put my card in. Not going through. I'm like, bruh.
No.
Then the little timer ran out. Like it was not going through, yo. So I'm like,
what the hell?
Bro, I've gotten burned on that. And it's so funny you say that. That's a horrible.
It taught me a lesson. I was like, yo, I'm always gonna have my gems in there. I'm not gonna, because I was doing it before where I was getting it, put my gems in. But for that one, you know what I mean? I should have had it preloaded, yo.
Wow.
And what's bugged out is that I've mentioned that before because I've gotten burned a couple of times on that. And people in the chat have literally told me in the video, you know how common people just bugging out sometimes. People are like, stop lying and spreading false whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I recorded my very next drop and bang, I got it live on a freaking video of the gem thing not going through. I'm like, who's lying now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, people, I realize like people, they always be saying that. Like even like this last drop, I got it on the first drop, which actually was a secret rare. Then I got the rebound, and then people was like getting tight of me. Oh, how you get two? I'm like, y'all literally live streamed me.
Wow.
Doing the whole drop, and I was using techniques where I used a metronome,
right?
And I was using my thumb because my boy Mauricio, he said, "Yo, use your thumb; it's faster." You feel me? So it was like, all right, I'm using everything, I'm getting it, but that's just a technique, and I've been doing the drops for so long. Exactly. I'm like, bro, people can't be calling me a liar.
Like, they don't understand. You know what's funny about that drop? You talking about the Unicorno?
No, the Unicorno I actually missed, but it was the Spider-Man comic drop.
Oh,
it was like
okay,
Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. With the Unicorno one, what's funny is I missed on the drop, and I mean I haven't gotten rebounds. I couldn't even tell you, like, long time. And so I missed on the initial, and then I ended up hitting on the rebound out of nowhere, and I got the secret rare.
Oh, word, yeah, yo.
But then what's crazier is I backed out. I go into the Telegram group, check on Crypto Pro. He finally hit his first secret rare.
Oh, word.
Then I back out. I go into another chat of just one of my boys that I put onto this app like maybe a month or two ago. He got the secret rare too.
Yo, that's crazy.
Crazy, bro. How does that happen?
That's wild. That's just synchronicity, yo. That's synchronicity.
Yo,
that's
Strange. That's dope. I'm next then.
Yeah,
Right.
you next. Facts. Yeah, great
You got
energy.
what you want. You want Alpha Flight or Wonder Woman? Which one you want?
You know, give me Alpha Flight, man.
I mean,
Like, low
Invisible
mid cap
Woman,
like
not Wonder
that.
Woman.
Yeah,
Invisible Woman. What do
yeah,
you guys
Invisible
think of this
Woman.
new Invisible Woman, man? I'm hearing some mixed reviews. People are saying that people at Veve need to be fired. Whoever's designing female characters, I'm seeing a lot of stuff. This.
Word. Nah, I feel like it's funny because I was looking at that article where they was like, oh, the Spider-Man looked like a PS2 cutscene.
You
But
seen
it's
that?
yeah, but it's funny to me because I'm just like, these are the first NFTs that's dropping. And I feel like they're like the thing about NFTs that a lot of people have to realize is that when they drop them, there has to be like a shock value to them, kind of. You know what I mean? Where it's like think about CryptoPunks when people saw that pixel going for this much money, they're like, bruh, these pixels. So
Right.
it's like when you see them drop like some of these collectibles, sometimes they low-key be, not making it the best or like kind of just giving it a certain vibe that when you look back at it, it just puts you like in a certain time frame where it might not be, too polished or too perfect.
Yeah.
But even though they could probably do that, because when it comes to this tech, I feel like they have some crazy stuff, especially Disney, like they really have next level tech when it comes to design and stuff. And like they dropping Homer and Bart getting choked as their first NFT. Like that's something that's like it's funny, you know what I mean? It's like iconic though, where it's like you would never think Disney would drop that as a first NFT, you know what I mean? So some of these, I feel like they're just like stamping a moment in time, yo.
Right.
Mm-hmm. For sure. All right. So in the chat, I started to ask the question and then I got sidetracked. I apologize. But in the chat, they're talking about are you going to, are y'all going to stake? And what's the best way to do it? So pretty much, are you going to stake Omi?
Yeah. So when it comes to staking Omi, I think I'm going to stake Omi. I feel like it's one of the things I want to do to help push Omi and help push the utility. And I know that what was released with the Omi utility program wasn't final. So when I'm looking at that, I understand that with Veve and Ecomi, if they say, yo, take this with a grain of salt or don't let this be final, then don't even let it be final, because then like if you wishing too much or something, then you really gonna be like, all right, yeah, I should have just, listen. But I feel like, with Omi staking, I hope that, the new article comes out. I feel like if the new article comes out, maybe like right before the swap happens or after the swap happens, I feel like that's going to be also good for people to, see what some of these new tiers are. I heard that they're adding two new staking tiers. Also, they didn't mention the Veveverse in that article, and they also didn't mention any third-party Omi utility as well. So if they come out with a new article and speak about those things too in the new one, I feel like that might make people more willing to stake Omi. Also, if the only way to do Omi to NFT is to stake Omi, then that's something I would do too, even if you need the Omi Millionaire, staking program. But that's why I'm also hoping that the Omi price does go up, because they're talking about $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 to stake. So when it comes to some of the people who are a bit newer to Veve, hopefully they could get in at a good time when it comes to buying Omi, see some type of gain so that they're able to stake and everything. So I feel like that might be an extra bonus for a lot of people to stake Omi.
Yeah, man.
I would too.
Yo, I feel that Omi is just, we're so early. There's so much room for it to grow.
Yeah.
And so I don't have a problem with staking it at all.
Yeah, nah, because Omi has better tokenomic than Bitcoin. And when it comes to Ethereum, what Ethereum is doing with their token right now, I feel like they got it from Veve. So I feel like the way that Veve has set up their whole ecosystem, I think that we're going to see this be something that people are all wanting to invest in. Because the thing about Veve is, I got it, like, no, I understood that this company was next level. So I was like, Crypto Pro was the first Veve video I watched where I saw him, like, he made a video called "This App Will Make You Rich," and I looked into it, and that's when I first downloaded the Veve app, and I didn't buy anything. But he was also talking about how he was getting Omi too, and I was like, Omi's kind of hard to get. But then when I started looking into what Omi does, I just feel like with this type of ecosystem, with this type of mass adoption, with this type of, you know, ability to earn, you know, gains on your money in a way that we have not seen in like years, I think that Ecomi is really about to blow up in a major way. And this ERC20 token swap is the start of it. Just like the way that IMX, the swap from the collectibles from GoChain to IMX was the start of these collectibles really going off. And once the, you know, token swap does happen, I think that this is just another reason why everything is about to just go crazy even more. So it's like almost like a circle loop that Veve has created to just give energy to the token.
So, you know, I noticed just now you mentioned Crypto Pro, and Crypto Pro is in the building.
Crypto Pro in the building.
Crypto Pro
Hey,
in the building.
yo,
Yo,
thank you, Crypto Pro, man. OG for real, man. And you know, he was putting me onto Veve early on, and I'm just thankful for you, bro. I'm thankful.
Yo, I'm thankful to Crypto Pro and to Strange. You know, Crypto Pro, he came on and was like, yo, I'll chop it up with, you know, this small channel. And yo, to keep it 100, he opened up, he paved the way for the channel with, you know, with Strange and Crypto Pro. And it was like all of a sudden, once that happened, here we are, you know.
Word.
So it's definitely you know, mad love. I have nothing but love for Crypto Pro. You know, being the guinea pig here, the first one.
Word, yeah, because he was the first person that I heard like buying Omi and stuff. And I remember him saying, "Oh yeah, Omi 0.002." You feel me? I'm like, yo, that's low. I'm like, I'm not about to put my money into this, because the thing was, before Veve, I had just got finessed for 10 bands by a homie.
You made that video, bro.
Yeah, I had to take that video down, man. I was
You
like,
did?
Yeah, because, you know, at the end of the day, man, I forgive that dude, man. I'm thankful for him. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You know what I mean? I ain't going to go too deep, but I'm thankful for him in terms of, you know, just me learning that. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to put out no negative energy, and I don't want to dox nobody. You feel me? But at the same time, but I did need to do what I need to do, because I need to warn certain people. You know what I mean? I don't want people out here going through what I had to go through, because what I went through with that was pretty bad, you know, and I just feel like sometimes it can hurt people. Luckily, I have a strong foundation, like I said, with my family, with my parents, where, you know, I'm still holding my responsibility. I still do everything that I need to do. I hold all accountability, and I do everything I need to do for my family in terms of grinding and everything like that. But, you know, when it comes to just making sure that, because, you know, when something like that happens to you, you kind of just feel like, yo, am I dumb? Like, am I just making the wrong choices? Is like, am I just, you know, not doing what I need to do? But recently, you know, I've just learned that when stuff like that happens, get ready, because something big about to happen. Get ready, because, yo, this is the best thing. Yo, something bad just happened to me. It hurts. I'm gonna go through that pain, but guess what? I'm about to really grow. You know what I mean? So that's why I just gotta be thankful.
You know, I want to mention that video that you posted, that was a while ago too. That made me feel a connection to you, real, because yo, you keeping it on 100. This is transparency to the fullest. This is, you know, you're just a real person like me. And the thing is, I've gotten straight by people. I mean, taken advantage of. like straight robbery,
Yeah.
bad, for a lot of money. And the same thing with Strange. Strange
Yep.
has a similar story. I had somebody take me for a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Yo.
lot. So when I heard you talk about that, and I've heard Strange's story, I'm like, man, these guys are real, like me.
Yeah. Because that's what that's what we were talking about before, where it's like, I make sure, like, when I was first making music, I got to, I was building up, and when you're young and people gassing your head up and stuff, sometimes you start getting lost in the sauce. You start having a distorted view of reality. And I feel like I found myself in that point, but at a young age, but I was able to see myself from a different perspective. And that's how I was able to make a lot of positive changes in my life, I feel like, because, I realized that when it comes to life, bro, you gotta be as authentic as possible. Be you, do stuff and go crazy. But at the same time, don't lose sight of what's important. And of course, having a family helps me, see what's important every day. But it's just like certain times your ego could really mess you up. But that's why I always study law of attraction. I come from a Christian household where I was at church like every Sunday. So I have like, strong religious beliefs, but at the same time, I'm very open-minded to how the world works and quantum physics and things like that, where I'm able to learn certain things on how to control my energy and manifest things the right way. You know what I mean? So I always listen to a lot of things like that, which has helped me transform and read a lot of books like Think and Grow Rich and stuff like that early on, that helped me to develop a mindset of, yo, it's time to grind, it's time to work, it's time to get things done,
That's an excellent book. That
Speaking of, no, sorry, go ahead.
What I was just going to say, that book right there, when I read it, it really opened up my eyes and my perspective, to the grind and, just a different whole mentality. I'm sorry, Strange. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, man, just the talk of Crypto Pro. We got now Fungible, Wonderfull on with us. Do subscribe to his channel. Link is in the description, of course. Man, I just caught a flashback to a conversation me and Crypto Pro had like a couple of months ago, man. And he was saying that he wanted to get some sort of lyrical situation going on with you, me, him. And then, I'm just bugging out, man. He's like, yeah, man, I got some flows. I'm like, no way, man.
Yo, we gotta do it. We gotta do it, yo.
And Joe is over there quiet, man, but he's a killer. He's a
Oh,
killer, man.
word.
No, I'll be the hype man.
You got some bars. You gonna be in the ad-libs going crazy. Yeah, you gonna be on DJ Khaled.
I'll come out like that to warm everybody up, like, yo, get everybody all hype, and then I'll just disappear.
Like, who's the Spanish dude with the red glasses, man? He never raps.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And by the way, Crypto Pro in the building, everybody in the chat, you can see him right there. Go subscribe to him for whatever reason. Not subscribe to him. Spread the love, man. That content is top notch, man. So, and again, as Strange just said, link in the description for non-fungible, Wonderfull. We're sitting down with him, getting to know him a little bit better. And I just want to retract go back. Strange had asked about the Invisible Woman drop that's happening this Saturday. So I'm just, what do you think of that drop?
Yeah, so I think that drop is cool. I think that it's definitely gonna blend in with a lot of the other ones. I feel like it has the same kind of textures. Some new technology with her disappearing and stuff. I wonder what people are gonna do with some of those things in their vault. But yeah, I think it's cool. I feel like when it comes to what Veve is doing, I was actually listening to an interview this morning, it was yesterday morning with NFT Pirates. And he was interviewing one of the community members who built up their collection to like over 1 million, and he was early on there stacking ties and everything. And he was talking about the storm drop and how, even with the storm drop, he was doing his history and research, and he was realizing, why Veve is dropping these. And he was just saying, like, when it comes to the history, the history is very important when it comes to these collectibles. And when, the Invisible Woman, I even seen that they were saying, like, this was like the original Invisible Woman that they depicted back in the day. So I like that they stick to the roots. I like that they are really doing their research, because when it comes to the value of this platform, it depends on the research, it depends on the history, and it depends on how they are, respecting these collectibles and respecting these sets. Because if you don't, then you're not able to have the, validation from the larger community as a whole with the, collectors and stuff, man.
For sure. So what do your friends feel about Veve and Ecomi and whatnot?
So when it comes to my friends, I think that a lot of them are interested. I think that some of them have gotten on it. Some of them have, been watching the moves and stuff. I think that, the cash out feature and stuff, it's one of those things that's kind of hard to explain to people. But I think that, a lot of people have been supportive, man. When they see that certain things are going good and they see that I'm grinding, I'm doing my thing. And a lot of people have been really surprised about the music that I've been making, because I come from doing shows in New Jersey. When I was in New Jersey, I was really going crazy. I was really always throwing shows, always doing parties, always doing different stuff in New Jersey, and really like putting on for the culture. And, I talked about how I want to change my music up, and now Veve gives me the opportunity to just rap about a whole bunch of stuff whenever I want. So it's like the perfect blend, you know what I mean? And this is just one of the phases of my career where it's like, this is just the way I'm using my music, where I'm talking about knowledge and stuff, you know what I mean? Talking about good vibes. So I like where the music is at. And I think that there's gonna be a lot of growth in these next couple of years too, in terms of, what, like when it comes to the money and stuff that I'm getting with Veve and everything, I'm going to build a lot. I'm going to be building, the metaverse with people that I trust and people that I know can do it. Like Veve has put me in contact with like my guy Nexus. Like me, Nexus, and my brother had a meeting yesterday, and we talked for like 4 hours straight about so many different things. Like we should have recorded that conversation, because it was like we was really talking about some potent stuff. And I just feel like we're about to just build I don't know, that next wave, because I've always seen that in my career, even though I've never been no super famous artist, I've always been like a legendary type of artist when it comes to the way that I interact in the music game. I was like a type of person where I'm collabing with people, I'm making songs, I'm sleeping in the studio 5 days a week just to just be around the vibes. I'm engineering here and here, and I'm just always doing mad stuff. You feel me? So I was always like really just trying to push culture. And I feel like now the metaverse has shown me that culture is about to really expand in a way that is going to be like very intense, and it's like gonna be like a very like deep experience.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, like building culture, I feel like it's the next thing, and Pineapple Gang and Pineapple Vibes, that's really gonna be the vibe, like the tropical vibes and stuff. So it's gonna be something
Re up in
dope.
the chat is actually asking if your music is on Apple Music.
Yeah, my music is on Apple Music. If you look up, it's Wonderfull, ITZ, Wonderfull with 2 L's. You can find all my music. The album is gonna be on a lot of platforms. I'm gonna have an article out about everything about the album. So that's gonna be something that I'm gonna release soon.
Okay. So all right. So what is your holy grail? Crypto Pro. I don't know if he's still in the building, but Crypto Pro, I watched a video recently and he's like, no, man, it's not. It's holy grail. So what is your holy grail collectible that you don't have on Veve that you want?
that I don't have.
Yes, sir.
So, yo, it's funny too because I was thinking, I forgot what collectible. I'm gonna think real quick. I was thinking about collectible that I wanted. And I was like, yo, like if I just ran it up, man, I might get this, yo. But I'm thinking like, I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what it was, but I'm trying to think. That's a hard one, man, because there's a lot of good collectibles. I love my secret rare Spidey. Maybe it is a wall. Maybe it is a wall, man. Like, yeah, maybe it is a
Oh,
wall.
so it would be a wall.
Yeah, I think a wall. I think a wall would be a holy grail one that I want.
Yeah, man. I know that one
That's
is
one of the ones I got real quick, and then it just dipped. You feel me? So like my wall out there somewhere, man. Like I don't know, I
let's
might get that
go.
one. That person who got my rebound, I might get they walk one day or something.
Let's go. That's it, man. That wall is on its way.
Yeah, yo.
So if you could make any NFT on Veve, what would it be?
Yo, if I could make any NFT on Veve, I would drop the homie collection, man. This is something that I created. And David, and the thing about the homie collection was, I had like, so I had quit my job, right? And when I quit my job, I was like, I want to get into 3D and AR, right? And I was like, wanted to do this. And I just started making like this coin. So I made the Ecomi coin as the first collection. I was like, yo, that would be dope if that was like the Omi symbol. And I made it and I was trying to put it on Instagram as a filter, but it wasn't working. So I was like, I really didn't like use it at all. So all of a sudden, Stan Alpha hit me up like, yo, David, you just sent me your Omi coin. I was like, how you send my Omi coin? But I guess the filter was working for some people. Cause when I first did it, it was showing up as only black, where it was like I could not see any detail, I couldn't see anything. So I'm like, all right, I gotta fix this. But then David, you was sending it around and people were able to use it. And I checked it. I was like, oh, all right, I guess I could use it now. So I guess it like updated. So when I made that coin, it was just special off that. I was like, yo, that's crazy. So then I made a whole collection where I made the pineapple one, I made the diamond hands one, I made the fire burn, Omi fam. I made multiple. I made Spider-Man, Ecomi Con coin. That collection on Veve, I feel like would be crazy. So I would say, yeah, if I could get any collection on Veve, I would want that one on there first. And or if that's not on there, I would like to drop my album on there. Because I feel like my album, actually maybe my album first, man. Because the world gotta hear this album, man. Especially this crypto world and Veve world, probably the album first. But that collection too, I also think it would still be a good, drop for Veve because, I feel like that's a part of Veve culture, especially my Veve culture where I'm an artist that's trying to, build up. And I feel like I also put music on those NFTs. So I feel like that's one of the first NFTs with music on the blockchain too. So I think that's a special collection.
For sure.
Well, I'm definitely part of that first wave with you, brother. Thanks to
Word.
my man Big Collectibles over here made that happen.
Yeah, man. I love it because I want to be in the Veve verse or whatever, wherever, sitting back, rocking with, Dokta Strange music, non-fungible, Wonderfull music. I mean, that's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
Just kicking back, relaxing. That's how I envision it, man. I really hope that, David, you and company, they make something happen.
All right, yeah. David, you just hit me up before this too, man. He hit me up. He said, y'all love the videos you've been making and stuff. So, I mean, he been showing support, yo.
That's what's up, man. Good vibes, man. Good vibes, man. Love it. So, okay. So what about stocks? Like legit regular stocks? Do you mess with that at all?
Nah.
Okay. All right. We'll get back to Veve.
Yeah, I don't really like I like stocks, I think stocks are good, but I don't really invest in it. Like if I did, I got some Robinhood ones, but I never really like was going there with it. But you know, I respect stocks though. I respect stocks.
Yeah, of course. So, all right. So, if you had to say, you know, what is the biggest problem Veve has right now? What would you say it would be?
I would say the biggest problem with Veve is, I would say, maybe some of the MTL stuff. Maybe I would say other than that, or yeah, I would say maybe like the MTL stuff or timing things where it's like, you know, maybe kind of, you know, tell people a certain thing with a different roadmap. But the only thing is, I know how this is where it's like it's so much stuff happening at once that
A
it's
lot of
hard
moving
to,
parts.
yeah, it's a lot of different things happening where it's like you're doing a license, you're doing this, you're doing the app, you're doing the token, you're doing this. It's so much stuff happening that the MTL the only thing where it's like, you know, allow people to cash out the app or something if they need to. But at the same time, you know, Dan comes from a background of being in technology, being in security. And when it comes to security, he's abiding by the rules that he needs to in order for this project to be long term. So, you know, I think that they doing their best. I say, yeah, maybe the MTL.
Yeah, man, for sure. So, all right. I think I know the answer to this, but if you were gonna be rich, but you had to have a gig, do something, run a business, what would you do?
Well, what I'm going to do, because, you know,
Let's
I feel
go.
like we already here. I feel like we already here. I'm gonna just keep doing music, you know. And when it comes to my music, I'm gonna say keep being me. You know what I mean? Like it's not even about me. It's like it's about just living life to the fullest, man. It's really about just being able to just be me every day. Still talk to the homie fam. Still be on YouTube. Still be making music. I want to make collectibles. I want to have, you know, different art pieces. I want to be doing all these NFT galleries, concerts, everything. Like have my own businesses. Help my family make their businesses. Come out with tokens. Like, I really want to do everything in this space, man. I really want to be, you know, a legendary figure for not only my family but the world if I can. And that's why I'm trying to be the best I could be, because I feel like, you know, I have what it takes, and the people around me and everybody I know really can do something major, but we all have to stick together because people are there's only going to get stronger people who are going to get even stronger, but then there's also going to be, you know, weaker side that also gets super weak in terms of not really knowing their purpose or not really coming through with that positive vibes. Cause I'm just saying that, you know, the world, we going through some great stuff in Veve right now, but the world, you know, needs a change. Like
Mhm.
I
it
agree,
needs a
man.
change, man. Like
Right.
some stuff that I see and some stuff that I just, you know, get the vibe of it don't sit right with me. So I think that, you know, there's things that we need to do to change the world. But, you know, I'm gonna use the music and everything I do as a platform for just giving out that good energy.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I,
speaking of good energy, bro, let's chop it up, man. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food,
Yeah.
my favorite food is probably some good popcorn, man. Some good
Interesting.
popcorn.
That's like a snack, though. I need some substance. I want to
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah. My
you
favorite
know,
food,
like your top three. Give me your top three.
top three, I would say salmon. Gotta be on there. You know, I like some great salmon. I definitely love you know, like Chipotle type food. Like Chipotle is really one of my favorite meals. I'll always go get with the sofritas. You know, I always love some Chipotle. Yeah, the salmon, and also I would say, you know, some good mac and cheese too. You know, like that's really one of my favorite meals. Um, yeah, when it comes to that type of food, I was also vegan for a minute too. So like,
Mm. Okay.
You know, even me eating some of those foods is kind of rough.
Right.
But it's like, you know, salmon probably one of my favorite foods that I ever ate, man.
Yo, speaking of popcorn, a guilty pleasure of mine is I get a bag of popcorn warm, you know, just freshly popped, and I get like a Snickers bar, and I take a bite of the Snickers chocolate, and then while the Snickers is in the mouth, boom, popcorn. Have you done that?
Yeah, it's like that movie theater way. That's like the movie theater way. But
Bro.
yeah, different type of popcorns, yo. You know, I like popcorn, man. I feel like I used to work at the movie theaters, so I used to be getting the popcorn every single day, eating it all
Let
the
me put
time.
y'all on, man. They just got the newest snack out right now. It comes in a little bag, and it's popcorn mixed with different candies. So they got a popcorn mixed with Snickers. They got one mixed with Kit Kat, one mixed with, it's
Oh,
fire.
oh yeah, you need that. You need that.
It's
Bro.
fire.
Well, I'm gonna make a video just about that bag of popcorn. I'm gonna find.
Word.
You gotta find it. It's in like gas stations. It's on the low, like, because it's not even a big bag. It's like, little bag.
Man,
Oh
they don't have
yeah,
that
we
out
need
here.
that. We need that, yo. Yeah, popcorn be going good with a lot of stuff, yo.
Right.
All right. So give me the top 3 places that you would like to go visit. Whether or not you've been there, it doesn't matter. But your top 3 places around the world, like, top 3.
I would say top 3.
Yeah.
You know, Santorini, Greece. I always want to go there.
Ooh.
And
Greece has
Australia.
been on a lot of people's lists lately, man.
On my list.
Yeah, like Greece. Like, I always wanted to go out there. I feel like that's one of the places where, I've seen the culture in movies a lot and I've seen the style, but, I just want to experience that. And I will also say, I do probably want to go back to Africa too, and probably maybe a different part of it. Cause I went there when I was a kid, but I definitely want to go back out there though.
Yeah,
you remember where you visited?
Yeah, I went to Lesotho, and it was like right in the middle of South Africa. It was like a village. We was out there, giving back to the community and stuff. And it was a great experience when I was like 5 years old though. But it was great though.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So what is your favorite sport?
Favorite sport? I think my favorite sport probably basketball, maybe.
Basketball.
Yeah, I'm not really like a sports type of person. Like I played football when I was a kid, but the thing was my vision isn't the best. So, I do have skills, but at the same time, my goggles and my glasses will always be fogging up. So it's like you can't really see nothing with that. So it was like really hard for me to like get into sports. So I always was like, sports is like, I did it where I'm trying to, work out and stuff, but I like the computer more. Where I'd rather play some Minecraft or something. Like
I feel you,
trying to
man.
break no bones, man. You know what I'm saying?
But like, still be athletic and stuff and
Yeah,
still
I
go
ain't even
out.
getting
But
paid to be doing this. I'm about to break something. Get out of here.
yeah. It's like sometimes they be doing too much like with football and stuff. Like,
Nah,
yeah, basketball is cool though. I like playing basketball with the homies and going out in the back playing. Like that's why it's a fun game.
Yo, speaking of, I usually for every live, I usually have a physical collectible of the night that I like to just show. And I forgot, just as usual, I always forget. Man, one day I'll remember. But today is Kevin Durant. I know it's gonna look backwards. It's a Kevin Durant rookie card. It's graded a 9. So yeah, man,
Bro.
that's today's.
Bro.
I'm glad you said basketball.
Bro, how ironic is that being your card of the night, man? I just happen to have my Kevin Durant rookie here. Hold on a second. Let me get readjusted real quick if possible. How crazy is that, man?
Yo.
That's clean. That's clean.
Bring it a little closer. Bring it a little closer. There we go. Oh man, that is beauty. That is nice.
Yo, that's tough, yo. Yo, you know what's crazy? Yo, right now, I work like, so one of my main clients where I really started off my graphic design business with is this sports company called Made Hoops. And, you know, over the years, I've designed a lot of sports graphics. So when it comes to basketball, you know, I was never like crazy into basketball, but I'm always editing these different events and they're going all these places and I'm editing the pictures of the kids and they doing stuff like even LeBron James' son, I was doing stuff with them. And even, you know, rest in peace to Kobe, but even right before he passed, man, you know, I was actually working on designs for the Mamba Made Hoops collab and stuff, man. So it was like, you know, I just been working in the, you know, basketball field for a long time now and just creating a lot of stuff. So like when I see graphics like that, it really like
Right.
just makes me think like, yo, this is crazy because some of these kids that I've seen in some of these flyers, like they're going off and doing stuff like it's lit, man.
Yeah, man. In the chat, the biggest bros, it says, what do you guys think of the next airdrop for owning a set will be? So what will be the next airdrop or what set?
Hey, shout out to Big Bro.
Right.
And I would say I think the next set with the airdrop could be, I know, I would say maybe Frank Kozik, not Frank Kozik. Yeah, Frank Kozik. I think Frank Kozik is going to drop something for whoever owns his collectibles as well as the apes. So I think he might do something next. You know what I mean? Or something with the Labis or something. So yeah, I think Frank Kozik is going to do something.
Okay. So I'm sorry, go ahead, Strange.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with him. I was just gonna say, man, I'm hoping that we get something one day for the unicornos. That would be nice.
That would be dope. That would be dope. I feel like Tokidoki holders deserve an airdrop. Yeah,
Yeah, man, that's a lot of pieces to collect, man.
that's a lot. Oh yeah, I made a whole Tokidoki anthem, man. And in the song, the first verse, I did all of the unicornos names, and then the second verse, I did all of the murmurcornos names. And that's my daughter's favorite track. Like every time I play, she be lit like Doki Doki, because I put her like laughing in the beginning because when I was recording it, I was like, I'm gonna Doki Doki, and she was like over there laughing, and so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just leave that in there, like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just like leaving that, you know, home vibe where it's like, yo, keep it real and authentic, yo, because sometimes, you know, at the end of the day, we just doing our thing, yo. We just all try to make it.
Yeah, man, for sure. So what's that, Strange?
Hey, pineapple
He got the
gang.
pineapple.
Come on,
Yo,
man. This
yo.
is.
We here.
I love it. Man. I went into the kitchen. I was like, man, I wanted to have a pineapple. My wife has like diced pineapple already, and I was like, dag, man, all I have that's like a whole whatever is un aguacate, avocado. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So it's like I should have busted out the avocado.
Hey, y'all, yeah, I like avocados too, man. Yo,
Yeah,
avocado
man.
gang, man.
All right, man. So we start avocado gang next. You know what I'm saying? Sponsored by Pineapple Gang.
We're gonna come crazy, yo. Pineapple gang, man, got deep roots, man. Deep roots, yeah.
For sure, man. I love it. So, talk to me about your favorite rappers.
Favorite rappers, yo. Yeah, yo. Kanye, probably one of my favorite. Drake. I would say Playboy Cardi. Um, I'll say Nas, Kid Cudi, and yeah, I would say that's like my top list right now. There's a couple other people I'm probably missing out, but I feel like when it comes to my style, you know, all of those people I just mentioned, they all kind of like merge my style together. Travis Scott, one of the people, but I like more like his like music in terms of his beats. Um, but I would say yeah, Kanye is really up there in terms of my favorite rapper, favorite artist, man, because I feel like he has given us a lot of knowledge that we probably would have never heard, you know, in terms of like um about the future and just dropping jewels like consistently.
So
So
what exactly got you into rapping?
yeah, so when it came to making music, my breath, like I was always like writing stuff. Like I had like a little rap book when I was a kid where I used to always like write different verses and stuff. And my mom, you know, she used to work in like this radio station for a bit, so I was able to like see that vibe a little bit. And my brothers, they would make a lot of music, so they would just be in the studio and at the home studio making music. And you know, I started engineering and recording on GarageBand early on. And you know, when I first started rapping, you know, I still have a lot of my old tracks. And I'm like, you know, Joey Badass was my influence back then. Tyler Creator was somebody who I used to listen to a lot. Um, yeah, it was like a lot of key artists I used to listen to that helped with my sound too. You know, I used to listen to a lot of music. Like when I was a kid, the same way I used to play like a lot of different games. I used to just be on Dat Piff, downloading like Meek Mill albums, Wiz Khalifa, all of these different artists that was on Dat Piff and these mixtape sites, Wale, I'll be bumping, like just all type of people.
Mm, mm. A question came in. Kuda from over here says, "What do y'all think about not the Nas NFT paying royalties to the owners?"
Yeah, that was actually an idea that, you know, I did drop. I actually dropped the NFT like that where whoever bought the NFT, I actually included them in the royalties for the song. So this is something that I thought of early on where I wanted to do that. I think that's how the music game should be, where it's like different people can have different royalties for your music by owning your NFT. But you know, just that code from the NFT to the actual, you know, updating who's the owner of it, that's just the part that's like kind of hard. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
if somebody buys the NFT off of me, how is that going to ensure that they now get the royalty rate? So I've done it, but I've done it kind of like a manual way. So I think that's key. I think that's one of the main things that's going to happen with the music industry. But for that to happen, the entire system has to change for that.
Mm, mm. So I think it's fantastic. I think it's super dope. It gives people an incentive to go and buy the album, you
Mhm.
know, because a lot of people are just, you know, trying to rip it off of the internet, you know. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I think that's, you
It's
know,
like, all right, now, yeah, you buy it, you also get, you know, some stock in this. You also get some investment as well. So it's better for you to actually own it than to just take it. But, you know, if you just want to listen to it, then you have the option too. So
right. So, all right, you know what? I always like to ask this question, man. You know, if you were to jump into the DeLorean, throw on the flux capacitor, and we got to pick three times. One before you were living to go back to, right? To go experience, see something,
mm,
whatever, something crazy. And then another time during your lifetime, you know, something you want to go back to and check out, maybe whatever, an opportunity you missed out on, whatever it is, and then something in the future that you are anticipating happening that you want to go ahead and see. So three.
3. So if I could go back in time and like, let's say I went back in time and link with somebody, I think that one of those people that I would link with is Nikola Tesla, man. I think
Ooh,
he's a person that I would really want to meet because I feel like there's things that he knows and things that he did
absolutely.
that have never come to light. And I'm like, somebody knows what this dude was making.
Yeah,
And you know,
Trump's
when it
grandfather.
for real,
Yeah.
yo, that's crazy, yo. Cause I'm like, this dude was making these rays he doing frequency, energy, vibration and stuff. I'm like, you know, I was even hearing about hovercrafts and stuff that he was making, like antimatter gravity things. That's one of the people that I really want to meet, you know, like I feel like he would just have some crazy information. So,
bro, 2 days, a day, 1 or 2 days after he passed away, government went in there, scooped up everything, boom, gone. But you're absolutely right. He had all of that.
yeah, he had some stuff, but that's why I already know that there is stuff out there that is next level, but we right now just don't have access to it because, you know, people want to keep us at a low consciousness, you know? So I think that one of the things, like, let's say I go into the future, you know, I would want to be in a place where, you know, I'm able to see human mind really reach its max capacity, where it's like, are we going to be able to move things, or what can I build, you know, with, you know, everything I'm doing. So I feel like, you know, I would want to meet him. And you said in the present time where I could kind of go to.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say if I could go somewhere in the present time, I would probably go back to 2020 when Veve just dropped and just got all these DUNNs and all of these NFTs, golden mooglies off the app. Like, you know what I mean?
I love it. Let's go. Let's go.
You know, Veve, like right now, this is a good time. I wouldn't really want to change too much stuff, but being earlier on Veve than I already was, that's a plus. You know what I mean?
Love it. Love it. All right.
So give us your worst investment or collectible purchase.
Hold on. The future one. The few. I wanted to.
We got to go to the future.
Well, yeah, future. I would say I would want to see like life on Mars, maybe. You know what I mean? I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, what would life on Mars really look like now that we have like, you know, Neuralinks out here and you know, stuff like, I feel like human consciousness about to go deeper within. And, you know, if they're like, I feel like, yeah, going life on Mars, that's where I want to go in the future.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
So Strange, I'm sorry, you were asking him about the worst investment?
Oh, yeah, man. So I just wanted to know what he would consider his worst investment or collectible purchase.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I definitely have a worst collectible purchase. And I think my worst one is the 007 gliders. So like when it first came out, I did get like a 1961 one. And then I got like 2 other ones that was just like random mints. I think I bought them at like 200 each. So I think I spent like 600 on them. And now it's like 96 or something. You know what I mean? Like it just dropped half. I'm like, I didn't expect that these gliders would go down. But, you know, when it comes to 007, it kind of was very, very niche and new.
Right.
But, you know, I thought that, you know, those were going to just start going crazy. But, you know, other than that, yeah, I'll say that's my worst one. I bought like 2 of those. Like, I'm about to sell one of these. But I feel like it's going to be a better investment in the long run.
I do too. I think the animated glider is going to have actual utility. I think, you know, it's the only aerial and submersive vehicle.
Oh, word,
so
yeah.
It may be our entry point to, you know, things in the sky or in the water.
Yeah, because the design on it is tough, like, and it's key. So I think that, you know, people are sleeping on it.
2 people can hop in it. I mean,
yeah, like, and the Star Trek people sleeping on too. And I'm like, I don't get it, but you know, sometimes certain things on Veve don't make sense to me. I'm like, how Star Trek not going crazy? But the Borg cube, people were just like, what is this?
right. I mean, yeah, I got it on the drop and I was a little disappointed. I couldn't place it in augmented reality how I wanted to. You know, I don't know if you guys watch Crypto Crayons, but he had a version of Enterprise on his channel. And just the way he's able to like throw it in the air and have it above his crib and then make it huge. It just seemed like it would be really easy. And it just felt like when I actually owned it and I dropped it in AR, I couldn't really position it and do with it what I wanted to. You know what I mean? So I think
Yeah.
that held it back a little bit for some people as well.
Yeah. I feel like, because I remember I was even trying to use it, and I feel like it was kind of hard for me to place it. And I got like the 1-on-1 scale, and it was
Right.
still kind of weird. And Crypto Crayons, man, shout out to Crypto Crayons, because he was one of the first people that I was really like, who really got me back into the AR stuff. Because when I was seeing his stuff, like I remember like when Cavell Anderson was dropping videos. Like the thing about Cavell Anderson, he was really in my head, like early on, because he was dropping videos at 3 a.m. He was dropping videos at 3 a.m, 4 a.m, and I'm waking up. I'm over here watching these videos. I'm falling asleep. I'm dreaming about it.
Right.
Waking up, he got another video. I'm getting hyped in. Crypto Crayons over here dropping up Iron
Right.
Man floating and stuff.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yo, what is about to happen right now? And like, it was just so much energy. That's why I was like, yo, like, I just had to make a YouTube channel because I just needed to vent. Like, if you watch my first video
Yes.
about Veve, I'm
Yeah.
just over here like, yo, like, this about to be the next Apple, yo. This about to be the next Google, yo. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like that was a good time. And Crypto Crayons, he was always there helping me with mentorship and just, he called, like, he was one of the first people that just called me like I was one of the first people to hear his real voice too. Like, I'm like, he was like, yeah, my voice deep. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy, bro. Usually you get that chipmunk voice on your channel, bro. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, we was talking and he was just like saying, yo, grind and put in the work, yo. And he was also doing a lot of marketing and stuff too. So he's really like a great person. But yeah, that was a great era, yo. I miss those days too, man.
Yeah, I have to ask, man. You touched on you're going to Mars and whatnot. So, do you believe in extraterrestrials, aliens?
Oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely. I think that I've heard that they're already here. I heard that I think there's just a lot of layers to life. You know what I mean? Like, we could be interacting with aliens, but it might not be what we really think. Or then you got AI, then you got microbacteria, then you got so many different layers. Like, life is like Osmosis Jones, that movie, like, where it's like your cells be having an experience. So when it comes to aliens, at this point, I don't even know what an alien is in terms of like, rather than like a different skin and all of this, like, humanoid type of different thing, like stuff like that probably exists. Like the world is too huge for that not to exist. And for what we have on Earth and all these different animals, and we got parrots and lizards, like, we already have some crazy stuff here that people kind of don't even think
It does
about.
not belong here.
Yeah,
You
because
know it doesn't come from here.
yeah, and I'm always thinking like, what if there's a whole bunch of meteorites going into the water every day, and
Right.
now deep at the bottom of like at the ocean is like aliens that's living there or something. It's like we never know what this real universe is, but there's life everywhere, and it's like smaller levels. And so I think when it comes to aliens, they out here, but just our experience right now, we're not experiencing it the way that media is showing it or portraying it.
Yeah, man. I agree. I agree. So I look, we have 1 minute left, and I heard your girl come in, so I know she's home. So you know what? I do want to ask one last question. What is one thing about you that you would probably surprise people to know?
Say, I get mad sometimes, you feel me? And I be getting tight, man.
Yeah.
I be getting pissed off, like, but I ain't always happy, but at the same time, I always try to be as positive as I can and get through those hard times where I'm not feeling the best, you feel me? But yeah, I would say, yeah, I be getting tight, I be getting mad, but other
Yeah,
than
man.
that, we still staying positive.
Yeah, man. I totally get that for sure, man. For sure. Man, get that blood going, man.
Word.
Ooh, I get heated sometimes, man.
Yeah.
But it's a work in progress, man.
Word, yeah, for real. We doing our best. Like,
oh my gosh. So I just want to say thank you so much for taking out the time. I know as a dad, you know, it's tough. It's tough to take out the time. And then when you do have time, you want to go ahead and create content, or you want to go ahead and do this and, you know, make music or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so I really do appreciate you taking out the time to come out and just chop it up with us. So that way we can actually, we know you as the, you know, YouTube personality, but yo, just a little bit more about your background and, you know, everything, you know, talking about your parents and everything. That was super dope.
yeah, man. Thank you for, you know, this experience, man. I feel like, yo, this was a great conversation, and all of us, and, you know, this was something that I'm so grateful we had, because now I just feel like, you know, just us three, like our conversation, man, and where we're gonna go from here, and our connection now is just even stronger, man. So I just want to see us just do more. You know what I mean? I'd love to come back on again. Let's chop it up. You know what I mean? It's the gang. You feel me?
Let's go. Pineapple Gang.
Yeah,
Let's
we here,
go.
yo. And
Strange.
yo, and I'm trying to get some collabs going, some music, everything, man.
Yo, Strange. You know, what do you want to, how you want to end it off, brother?
Oh, I don't know, man. I just gotta say thanks, man, to the homie for coming through, bro. You know,
Hey, no problem.
long time coming. You know, been glad to be there and support. You know, since early on, and still through today. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we got, you know, some things coming for the people, man. I have a feeling this is just the beginning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, for sure. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the live. And if you don't mind just staying on for an extra 1 minute, just want to mention one more thing, but, you know, off the live.
Word.
All right. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Drop a like.
Fam.
Yo, link is in the description when the live is up. And right now in the live chat, it's pinned a link to Non-Fungible Wonderfull. That's it, Pineapple Gang. YouTube channel. Go sub if for whatever reason you're not subbed already. Go sub, man. Top-notch content, man. All right, everybody. Good looking out. You know the deal. Good looking.